we do here is go back.
Hey my beautiful ninjas, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. So of course in today's video I am going to be doing another foundation review, and the foundation that we are going to be reviewing is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I've had this for a while and I actually mentioned this in my foundations video. If you guys have yet to check out that video, I will make sure to leave it up here somewhere and as well as down below. But again, this is the Estee Lauder foundation. I have it in the shade 5N2 in Amber Honey, and I absolutely love this foundation. This is what it looks like with everything, you know, on my face obviously. So I am going to give you guys a full review on how I feel about this product, but before I jump into the review portion, I do want to go ahead and just let you guys know what time it is, because I am going to come back later on just to kind of like wrap up everything. So right now it is currently 5:33 p.m. I'm about to go out. I'm about to meet my family. So yeah, so I might be out for like a couple of hours. I'm not sure of how long, but I want to come back and just give you guys my final review once I've had it on for a couple of hours. So this is again what my foundation looks like currently. I'm just gonna stand up, get in your face. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's pretty bright right now with my lighting, but I'm hoping that when I edit, you guys can actually see my face and it's not like white. Okay, right now it looks like it's white. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So yeah, so it's 5:33 p.m. I will be back in a couple of hours to let you guys know the details and the tea and all of that good stuff. So I will be back. Alrighty, so I am back. So it is currently 8:39, so I've had this on since I think 5:30, so it's been about 3 hours or so. Not too long. I just went out to go see my family and basically just have some food. That's why my lip is kind of like washed off. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys what the foundation claims to do, the pricing, if I would recommend it, so on and so forth. Obviously, I've already included this in one of my foundation videos, so it is something that I would recommend to you guys, but I just want to give you the quick rundown of everything just so you can kind of like test it and judge it for yourself. So just to give you kind of like an outline of what this foundation claims to do, the first thing that I want to also tell you guys is the price. The price of this foundation for, how big is this? Oh Lord, 1 fluid ounces. So for 1 fluid ounce of product, the price is $42, and you can pick this up from Sephora. I think you can pick it up at Ulta, and then of course you can always go to the Estee Lauder counter. The only thing is that when you purchase it at Sephora, they don't have all the shades, so sometimes you may have to go to the counter itself to actually get your specific shade. I'm not sure if all of them are on there now, but I know that when I purchased it, it wasn't all on there. So it's $42 for 1 fluid ounce, and pretty much what it claims to do, or what it says that it is. It says that it's a 24-hour liquid foundation with a flawless natural matte finish that unifies uneven skin tone and covers imperfections with buildable coverage. And as far as the coverage, it says that it's full, and then it also says that it's a matte finish. So as far as it being a matte finish, I definitely agree with that. I definitely have told you guys this before. This is definitely a full coverage matte foundation. Obviously it can still be buildable, and you guys will see that as well. And I don't know if I'm gonna put this before or after. Okay, I think this is gonna go after the actual part where you guys see me applying it to my face. So as you guys saw, I did add a second layer. So the way that I applied it originally, I didn't apply, I guess, enough to cover all of my imperfections. So I definitely do agree with it saying that it's buildable coverage. But the good thing about this is that even when it gets to full coverage, it's not cakey at all. Right now, I don't feel like I have on pretty much anything on my face right now. It doesn't feel like I have on any foundation, so it's not heavy at all. And of course, as you guys can tell, it's pretty much still intact. I haven't touched my face. Right now I'm sweating a little bit just because the lighting and my my AC unit as well as my fan is currently turned off. It hasn't been that long since I've had it on, but I think that 3 hours is still a decent amount of time for you to see kind of like how it will work with your skin tone, as well as your skin type, I should say. And I do have oily skin. Obviously I primed my skin, but because of the matte finish, it definitely does a good job at kind of like keeping you matte for a longer period of time. Right now I am getting a little bit oily and shiny in this area just because the lighting is pretty hot and my apartment is just hot overall, so that's why I typically have like a fan or the AC in the background. But I just wanted to kind of record this so I can just take my makeup off. So, but besides just kind of like this shine in this area and a little bit on my forehead, I think that it's still held up pretty nicely, because if I just use my little sponge and I just kind of pat it in, it still looks pretty much new. Like I can leave here and go out and still feel very presentable and feel like my makeup looks good. So I definitely agree when it says that it's buildable coverage, because you can build it up, but it doesn't feel cakey or oily or anything like that. It does a really good job at staying matte for a long period of time, so it definitely does help and works for people that have oily skin like I do. As well as, I feel like a lot of foundations are saying like 24 hours. I'm probably never going to wear my makeup for that long, so I wouldn't be able to tell you, but it does have a flawless natural matte finish, so I definitely do agree with that. It doesn't look like I have on any makeup, so I like the fact that it looks like your skin but better. And like I said, it is a matte finish as well, so it looks very natural, very flawless, and I just love this foundation. I would definitely recommend it. If you are looking to build your collection, this is definitely a foundation that you need to have in your collection. This is something that you can use. I typically use this, I don't use it as often as I use my drugstore, simply because those are drugstores, so they're inexpensive, so I don't feel as bad when I run through those. But this is $42, so of course it is still an investment, okay? So, but it is something that I would wear on a daily basis if I wanted to, because it doesn't feel cakey, it lasts a long time, and it just gives a very nice flawless matte finish, but it still looks very natural. I'm not someone that wants to look like I have on a face of makeup, and I don't think that I do. If I'm tripping, let me know in the comment section. So of course I will definitely recommend this. Obviously it's in my collection. Of course I will make sure to leave links to, well, a link to this foundation for where you can actually purchase it. And yeah, so that's pretty much my overall review of this foundation. I absolutely love it, and I'm just gonna zoom you guys in a little bit just so you guys can see what it looks like and how natural it actually looks. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys in. All right, so we real close and personal. Hey y'all. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, I have a little pimple right here. I don't know what's going on. So this is what it looks like up close. As you guys can see, it's very nice, flawless, matte, but it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like I have on a lot of makeup, and it's not creasing or anything like that. Typically, my problem areas are pretty much next to my nose. As you guys can tell, you can kind of see it a little bit here, but it's because I'm also getting, like, I'm sweating right now. So this area is pretty much where you can start to see kind of like the lines in my face. But besides that, it looks pretty flawless to me. So I absolutely love this foundation. So make sure that you guys go ahead and pick it up. Peace.